At first, I didn't know if it was coyotes, black vultures, what was going on, but I ended up running into a mama calving, and vultures were on the mom and were on that calf. Ended up losing the calf, saved the mama. So I knew I had an issue. My losses in 22 weren't too bad. I had lost 5 calves and a cow. But 2023 was a little bit different. My name's Jacob Moreno. I'm here from Springfield, Missouri. Originally from Hereford, Texas. We raise black Herefords and red Herefords. We've been in the farming business for a few years, going on 10 years now. I remember walking out there one time and looking up, counting 150 birds in the sky. And I'd never had that problem prior to this. And so really kept an eye on it. We just, took our lumps and chalked it up as a loss. Then 2023 happened. And 2023 was devastating for us. We lost 20 calves that year. It was heartbreaking to, go out there every morning and find 1 or 2 dead calves, either freshly born or a day old. So I knew coming into 2024, I had to make some adjustments. I had to change a little bit. I'm not just losing calves for no reason. I'm catching these birds in the act and there's nothing, they're protected. I can't do nothing. I need help. A friend of mine reached out to me and he goes, "Hey Jacob, have you thought about calling the USDA office?" So that intrigued me. I reached out to our local USDA office and I met Chet. So he started to help me in 2023 and we put together a plan. One of the first things that Chet had told me to do is he goes, "Hey, you got to apply for a permit. For you to be involved in any way, shape or form, you got to get a permit. That way you can defend an animal if you need to, or whatever the situation is." And so the permit wasn't a big deal, some paperwork, and I just wanted to do some basic information. But that helped me to open up the door to start mitigating this. 2024, I didn't lose any calves in the spring. The fall hit and I lost 2 calves. That second calf, I reached out to Chet and I told him, "Systems a go, let's go." So he comes in and he set up a trap and he handled the mitigation entirely. We did this together, but his plan that he put together was amazing. He came in, helped me with my problem, and we were able to get rid of over 100 birds. They were able to monitor the birds, do it in the right way. But then that also helped me understand what these birds were doing. I really love the aspect where the education came into it. It was a huge blessing for me as a farmer because you guys know, as you start to tally up those losses, 1's a big deal, but you start to count 20, I mean, it's a devastating loss. Being able to change that from 2023 to 2024 was a huge deal for us on our farm. And USDA helped us out a lot. And as far as those other farmers, if you're a farmer out there looking at this situation, you're having the same issue, it's not a big deal. Just contact your USDA office and help them understand what you're going through and let them put together a plan for you. Because they're going to be able to start the process in getting you the help and the resources you need so you don't have those losses. But the beautiful thing about it is if you do have a calf and you lose that calf to the bird, they do have a reimbursement program. They do have the means of helping you do that. Now you do have the manpower. Now you do have somebody with some authority coming in and saying, "Hey, we got to help this guy." So them being able to come in and help was huge for us, but contact your USDA office. Like I said, I started to approach this back in 2022 and 2023 came along, hit me real hard. But 2024, once I started having them help me, it changed everything.